Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Burkak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is Thamayim in Atlanta, and I've got this News Target article pulled up. It says Tom Homan, mass deportations begin today, January 21st. And as most of us know, Donald Trump has been inaugurated to become the 47th president of Babylon the Great. And with that, he's bringing mass deportations. And they're already and probably happening at this moment. But it says Border Czar Tom Homan has revealed that the wave of deportations is set to begin today, January 21st. In a broadcast with Evening Edit of Fox Business Network on January 20th, Homan revealed that the primary focus of mass deportations will be on individuals posing threats to public safety and national security. And you can best believe that this will expand. It won't just be that, because they want to get, basically they're fighting for their power and to stay at the top of the social hierarchy. But it's not going to happen, because Yahweh Shai is going to bring them down. Isaiah 63. But it says these operations will not be confined to a single city, but will be conducted nationwide. Look, the president's been clear that right out of the gate, we're going to concentrate on public safety threats and national security threats. So I can't believe that any elected politician, I don't care what party you're from, why would you not want public safety threats out of your communities? That's your number one responsibility as an elected official, is the protection of your communities. And they have all these smooth words, but you know it's in their heart. There's war. It says host Elizabeth McDonald then reiterated if the deportations would start the next day and which sanctuary cities would it target specifically. In response, Homan clarified that the enforcement would not be limited to sanctuary cities, but instead would take place throughout the country, with every ICE office participating in the effort to enforce the law like they should be. Yeah, ICE is going to start doing their job tomorrow, Homan said. They haven't been able to do the job for the last 4 years, and now they're going to start enforcing the law like they should be. It's not a specific sanctuary city. They're going to do it throughout the country, and we have offices throughout the country, and every ICE office is going to be out there enforcing the law starting tomorrow morning. And so you can see they have big plans to rid this nation of the Northern Kingdom, which are your Latinos and Native Americans. And at this point, it's concentrated on more of the Latino population, which are Israelites, but it's going to expand. These Gadites should be worried, because they could easily be lumped into the same crowd. And then also Northern Kingdom that are actually actual natural born citizens. This could expand out to them. And shoot, from there it could even expand out to so-called Negroes, which are the Southern Kingdom of Israel. Because these people are trying to stay atop. Esau's trying to stay in his position and trying to keep his blessing. Esau being the so-called white man, including those small hatters with the big noses that are in the Lord's land, calling themselves the Lord's people. Those are Edomites as well. But this is going to, we'll see how this goes. I think it's going to get a lot crazier from here and just keep expanding and being more and more aggressive, because the scriptures speak on it. So this is Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord, Yahweh, from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. All over. It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. And the enemy, being the Edomites, so-called white people, the small hatters, says they're going to come in like a flood. And floods are violent. Floods are raging. Floods can move a lot of things. You see cars floating around, and floods are powerful. But it says the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. That standard, which actually, let's pull up the blue letter. I was looking at it earlier for this. And it's Strong's H 5127.
Strong's H 5127. Noose. Noose.
I believe that word there is nas. Correct me if I'm incorrect. But it says to flee, to escape, to take flight, depart, disappear, to put to flight. But coming down to the Strong's definition, it says vanish, away, subside, escape, causatively, chase, impel, deliver, abate, away, to be displayed, because you go into standard in another way, and it's to basically lift up a banner, lift up your standard, to flee away, to put to flight, to hide, to lift up a standard. And then let's also check it out here in the etymon. And it says a distinctive flag or other conspicuous object displayed from a position in battle to serve as a rallying point for a military force. A military standard, a banner. And so we come back to Isaiah 59. It says, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. And so the Lord could make you disappear, to flee away from this flood. He could lift up spiritual powers within you. He's going to, and that word also says display for standard. So this is a point where the Lord is going to display his power and to display his people. But that flood, Tom Homan sounds like he's trying to come in like a flood. They're going to do this. They're going to do it aggressively. They're going to do it quickly and powerfully. That sounds like the enemy coming in like a flood to me. Moving on, though, to 2nd Ezra 16, and down here at the bottom of it, verse 68, it says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. That burning wrath, these Edomites coming in like a flood. They're the enemy, and they're trying to do this swiftly, powerfully, and violently, because they're people of violence. Violence compasses them about as a chain. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, these concentration camps, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. That's the MOTB, that micro C-hip that they want to put into each and every soul on this planet. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. So it doesn't even make sense to give in to them, because eventually you'll be brought down regardless. It says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. And the northern kingdom is who this is after currently, but it's going to expand to all of Israel, northern and southern kingdom, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as their scattered. says they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. There's that flood. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Because only 1/3 of the nation of Israel is going to escape this hellhole of Babylon the Great, aka America. And this is the elect, the ones that will receive salvation. It says, "Hear, O ye my beloved, say the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your God, and the days of trouble are at hand." These days of trouble are Jacob's trouble. So we're going to go to Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. Because these days of trouble are at hand, and this whole immigration debacle could be the beginning of Jacob's trouble, starting with the northern kingdom. And it would make sense that it would start with the northern kingdom, because the northern kingdom were the first of the Israelites to get kicked out of the land. And they were taken away by the Assyrians. But Jeremiah 30 and verse 7, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." And so the enemy is going to come as a flood, but the Lord is going to lift up a standard. He's going to reveal his power. And this whole time that we're coming into is Jacob's trouble. It's a time as never has been before. Of all the evil times that have been on this planet, this is going to be the absolute worst. And to prepare for it, to spiritually prep, we are to get closer to the Lord and to his truth that he is given unto us. And so just keep on doing what you're doing, and do it even more intensely, and the Lord's going to get us out of this. So, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakach, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.